Good evening, everyone. King Ryoma here. So, this is going to be the second game that we look at Dragon Priest after Karazhan expansion released. And I'm thinking to take out both of the Northshire clerics and to put in... Where is it? And to put in one more Entomb and one more Book Wyrm. Reason being, I just feel like the Northshire Cleric is a little bit below the power level that I want this deck to be at. It's just a little bit too slow, and getting a draw off of it is pretty good in some occasions, but most of the time it just gets cleaned up by a Fiery War Axe, Lightning Bolts from Shaman, Frost Bolts from Mage, and it doesn't really do anything. It doesn't even have Taunt like the Warlock version does, so I'm just going to cut it completely. And hope that the added weight to my deck can carry me through. And this will let me test out Book Wyrm to see if it is on a correct power level that I am starting to believe that it is. So let's get right into it. Rank, of course. Once again, we're only at rank 20, so depending on where we're at on ladder, we're going to be finding that some of the decks are going to be, there's going to be new people playing, or maybe people that, didn't quite make it higher up on the ladder. So this should be this shouldn't be too good of a litmus test for the ladder. This should just be how good Dragon Priest is after the Karazhan expansion. Up against a Paladin. Twilight Whelp in the opening hand is pretty good. I don't think I keep the Pain, just because I want a dragon in my hand and I want the most chances to get a dragon. The curve is pretty good. Now all I need is a Azure Drake right here, and I think we'll be set. Pretty hard mulligan stage for my opponent. Maybe he left? What'll be interesting, after Blackrock Mountain gets cycled out, a lot of the Essential Dragon cards are going to be cycling out as well, like Blackwing Corruptor. I believe Twilight Yelp also came from that expansion. I might be wrong about that, but... Oh, yeah, I can see the little mountain in the background. So, we'll see how good it is afterwards, but they'll probably add, once they cycle out that, they'll add more dragon support. Is a 2-1 body good enough here to play Raw? No. He might coin out something pretty dangerous, though. I think I'll enter and see how that goes. Once again, I'm just trying to test the waters with this deck and see what I can get away with and what I can't get away with. Like, not playing my 1 mana drop on 1 mana. Cthulhu Paladin. Oh, I did get my dragon. Do I play the 2-3? Or do I play the 1-3 and get the value? No, I think I play the 2-3. It combats his 2-3 good well as 2 as well. That 2. That's a really good trade for me. That'll still have Divine Shield on it, but I don't think I really need to fret about that too much. I currently don't have a 4-drop for my turn 4 play. So I think I take the Twilight Guardian. Trade here. Alright, we're looking pretty good. Depending on what he does here. Yeah, I'm gonna get the free trade. And hero power. That's pretty good for us. Now the Twilight Guardian trades into all of his stuff. I wish I had that a little bit earlier. Yep, I go here, and then I trade into his guy. Okay. And the 3 health gets destroyed by the 3 attack. Cthulhu's Chosen. That's pretty annoying. Does Paladin have any Cthulhu-specific cards? I don't think they got any. It's kind of weird that he's playing it like that. So I can go Blackwing Corruptor into the 2/3 and break the Divine Shield so that he doesn't get 4 free damage on this. I think that's a pretty good play. And break the Divine Shield. And trade immediately? Yeah, trade immediately. He could have True Silver Champion and clean up the 3/2 correct very well. He's not. Okay. So once again I have the good trade for this for his board again. Oh, I also could go Bran and have a 4/6 on the board and a Bran. Okay, so it's pretty obvious I trade into that. Now, do I trade and then go for the value play? Or do I go for... That does use up the most mana, because if I heal it, I flow 1 mana using either of these two. Yeah, so I think I go Bran into Blackwing Technician. And then I trade. Okay. Pretty strong play. 4/6 is pretty good. He might have the True Silver Champion for this, but that's alright. He doesn't have an answer for it. Pretty interesting. Okay. 7 mana. That's not very good. Let's draw a couple cards. Pretty good. Activates again. Alright. And then from here, I can heal this out of range, break the Divine Shield, go here. And kill it? Yeah, kill it. Pretty good. He can kill this with a Consecration, but then he'll only have 3 mana, and then he wouldn't be able to kill anything else. A quality Consecration. Okay. Fair enough. That's fine. And then Forbidden Shaping. Forbidden Shaping on 8 is pretty good. Alright, let's do it. 6/10. Alright. I would have preferred a Ragnaros, but a 6/10 isn't that bad either. I'm just gonna entomb that. Poor Tyrion. Then go for Faith. I think this deck specifically has a very tough time. Any control deck really gets hurt by Priest. If there's one thing Priest does well, is it counters other control decks very well because of the Entomb and the Death. But if you are able to play it right, Priest doesn't have a chance against most matchups. Like against this Cthulhu. This Cthulhu could be a problem. But I have the answer for his Twilight Elder. And then I have 4 mana to play the Twilight Guardian. I think that's pretty good. I still have the Dragon in my hand to activate another Spite Historian as well. Do I go face here? Nothing on his board can clear the 3/6, and I don't think this deck runs Blessing of Kings, Blessing of Champion. So I think I go face here. That could be a mistake, but I'm just not seeing it. Okay. Alright, Barnes is gonna summon 2 cards. It's not that bad for me. And it didn't summon very much of anything. Hopefully I can grab a Holy Nova and clean this board up pretty well. Why did he trade just the 1? I got a Pain. Okay. So I can go Book Wyrm, this. Kill. I need to kill Bran. Do I use a Pain on it? What more does he have? I know he has a Keeper of Uldamon. But I think yeah. This clears up more of his board. And I think I just go with this. And I heal the Guardian. Okay. That was a pretty good play for me. That was a... Looking at it now, that play was pretty weak from him. And I don't understand why he's playing Barnes if he has so many cards that don't work off of Barnes. Typically, you want to grab cards with an effect, like a board effect. Something like a Ragnaros or Sylvanas with the Barnes, but... Okay, so I can go... 4 health. Huh. Let's grab a dragon, see if I can get another Book Wyrm. Midnight Drake? It is the highest costed minion that I have the choice of right now, so I think I get it. Question is, do I clean this up? Or do I go... wait, how much damage do I have? 3, 6, 9, 12. And this deck does look like it's playing Reno. How likely is it that he is playing Reno, though? Reno N'Zoth. I could go Forbidden Shaping. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Forbidden Shaping. Okay, that's pretty good. And as of right now, he still doesn't have the answer for the 3/6 taunt, so I am just gonna go all face and see what that does for me. If he has another Equality Consecrate, that is bad for me, but that doesn't heal him out of range, though, I think. Did he just end? I think I still won, though. Yeah, I definitely win. Alright, good game. Once again, that... I still feel like that match isn't really the typical ladder experience. I want to start queuing into your Zoolock, your aggressive Shaman, you know, some of the rogue decks that have been going around, the combo rogue decks, the control warriors, something like that. I feel like N'Zoth, Reno N'Zoth Paladin is a little bit under all of those decks. But yeah, I mean, I think in that game it definitely showed off the power of Book Wyrm and how good it is in some situations. But it can also be a hindrance. As well, taking out the Northshire Cleric I think is the correct choice for this deck specifically. But yeah, yeah, it was a pretty good game. I'll talk to you guys later.